Howdy doodly, everybody. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing well there. We have a lot of cool games tonight for you. We have Secret Tech versus the Midnight Griefers as we are back with the Zygarde League. We'll give you some more standings later because we are in a bit of a time crunch, so we want to get straight to the games. So we are going to be starting in our game in 10 seconds here. So we're going to count it down with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we are. Starting game number 1. Let's get into the draft here so that way there we know exactly what our teams are playing. Oh no, what's going on here? Hang on. Properties. Virtual camera. Now we come back. No, not the webcam. Oh, we're going to dox ourselves briefly. There we go. Look at that. We are professional streamers. We got things going now. Look at that. You had a very blurry visual camera there because that is just how quickly we're going. All right, so we got Charizard and we have Snorlax. Banned out from Secret Tech. They see the MC Charizard is back in action. And they're like, bro, with a name like Charizard in your name, we are not giving you that. But we got Suicune Ho-Oh banned out as well, coming in from the side of Midnight Griefers. So, again, these are powerful picks. Slowbro, top Pokemon, get that out of here. Suicune, very annoying CC, get that out of here. Ho-Oh can revive entire teams. Get it gone. We don't want that here. We definitely do not want that Pokemon here at all. So we got to get that thing gone and out of here. So we're going to lock in Latios. Latios is free and clear and ready to be used in today's game. So let me tell you that is going to be a powerful, powerful Pokemon. Especially when it gets to level 5, starts building its stacks. But we're going for a nice defensive healing core between Slowbro Comfey. Comfey's been very powerful lately with Sweet Kiss. So it's possible if we see the right Sweet Kiss target, we could see Serena, we could see Aegislash, we could see Garchomp coming in here, or Zeraora even. Comfey is a very deadly Pokemon, being able to set up KOs for its team. So that is something that Secret Tech is going to have to keep in mind. Now they took a power pick in Latios, so now they're building out their core with Crustal's Blissey here, as we see Midnight Griefers lock in Blaziken Talonflame. So not only are we going for a little bit of a bulk heal, or going for a more healy comp, we got birds coming in. Then we could get Decidueye coming in here for the third bird. Just saying. Decidueye, Cramorant, make it a whole trio of birds coming in. But we got Leafeon locked in and Lucario. So whatever it is they bring in, they're afraid of being outranged. So this could be Venusaur, this could be Inteleon, this could be Decidueye, this could be Delphox, Gardevoir even. Gardevoir is a very powerful Pokemon, so they're just saying, no, we're going to lock in Leafeon Luca. It's got great frontline potential, and we're able to hit that backline, so whatever you bring in is going to suffer. But Pikachu gets locked in for the final pick for Midnight Griefers. So right away, what does Pikachu tell us? Pikachu tells us he's ready to lock down Luca when he jumps inside the fray. He's ready to lock down Leafeon when they jump inside the fray. They are ready to lock and load with Volt Tackle. But we might also get baited, and we might see Full Mage Pika coming out here. Full Mage Pika could be decent. We do have that incense on it, so that might be what we're angling for, actually. Like we have incense on it. We could go mage. That is going to break down any sort of Crustal Blissey kind of core they're going on there. There's not a lot of CC. There's not a lot of stun or anything like that from the side of the Midnight Griefers. So this Blissey might actually be free to go into the heals. So making sure you run that incense on the Pikachu is one way to ensure that you're just going to help mitigate the heals. Because Blissey has insane healing numbers right now. And it's crazy how high those numbers can hit. So you got to be very careful with how you're bringing this in. But we are in game number 1. We are ready to go. Secret Tech, your purple team. The Midnight Griefers, your orange team. feel like I spelled Midnight Griefers wrong. That's okay. We'll get to it after the match. But as we come in here, we got the Crustal Latias. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Professional streamers. And we messed up our camera controls. Oh my goodness. Good thing we're at a point where it's not really a whole lot going on. No invades or anything. But we do have split jungle. Getting that Latios as close to 5 as possible. It's already level 4. So that's fantastic because again, the key with Latios, what you want to be doing here is you want to be getting to level 5 to start building your stacks. Every 25 stacks gives you extra bonuses to your Dragon Pulse or Draco Meteor. But we have a nice dive in from the Leafeon Lucario coming in on top of this Comfey Blaziken. They're not able to get onto it and to grab the KO. But the Talonflame is overextended. Lucario's going to go in, drag the Talonflame through with its basic, and it gets the knockout. But the Leafeon goes down. Torchic says, Comfey says, and they pick that up. We are 5 seconds away from the birds. Both junglers have gone down. Both losing their buffs. Comfey getting the KO on that. It looks like here. Oh, and here we go. Dive, and dive some more. Lucario E-speeding all over the Midnight Griefers. Getting some nice, healthy stacks. Leafeon already moving into the center path here, looking to claim and capture all of Midnight Griefers' Pokemon. These wild Pokemon are what you're going to need to evolve and level up. These are how you get your Unite moves. These are how they progress in the game and stay ahead. By taking these, that Leafeon is going to keep snowballing itself. Oh, that's dangerous, Lucario. Even with the Talonflame here, level 7. Both moves up for the Lucario coming through here. Extreme speed coming in. We're not stacking anymore, which means that Lucario is most likely fully stacked. Pardon the yawn there. Lucario's not even opting for the points and go for it. That is definitely a fully stacked Lucario. And there we go. Talonflame and Comfey get chased out of this top lane here. But now they're going for their stacks in the bot side. As they're coming through. Oh, we get the Talonflame online. Crustal doing everything they can to stop the scores. Not going to be enough. Not going to be able to stop it, but we do get a nice little trap on it. It doesn't have X-Scissor yet, but now it did. Now we're able to get X-Scissor, or are we Stealth Rock? We'll see here in a moment. As soon as any sort of farm comes up and we see that move getting used. But it's just Slowbro Pikachu in this bottom lane. Our first objective is now spawned in. There's Regice, the worst objective considered by most players. Opting for healing. Regieleki in the top lane there. We have a level 9 Talonflame, but Midnight Griefers is falling behind on levels with the rest of their team. We have a nice Slowbro Surf coming in here, but Pikachu with a nice Zone of Thunder. We start to shred the Regice, but it's gone, deleted, KO'd, and converted to the side of Secret Tech. Nice eject from the Crustal, but it's not going to be able to get away. The Talonflame collects on that bounty, being able to bring in a nice hefty an AOS reward. But it's not going to be enough. Secret Tech is pushing the pad. 30, 40 points. Massive coming in for 177 points to 36. Secret Tech is taking a massive lead early in this game. And if Midnight Griefers doesn't come back into it, they're just going to keep pressing their advantage and taking an even further point lead. When you're a team like Secret Tech, who is just hyper aggressive, you want to they're looking to take that early point lead. You don't want to be in a position at the Rayquaza fight at 2 minutes where you need points or where you need to score or you need that objective. Nice KO from the Latios with a Unite move coming in here, taking it out. Lucario diving in on top of the Talonflame, but not going to be enough. Talonflame does escape. But Lucario's diving onto that Slowbro here might be a bit of a mistake. He is a very bulky guy. He's not going to be able to survive, or he's not going to be able to take. He is going to be able to survive most of the hits from the Lucario. We're already seeing beautiful number of stacks on that Latios there, though. Oh, but we have a huge engage coming in. Slowbro's knocked out. Blaziken is gone. Talonflame's doing what it can. 3 KO streak for the Slowbro. Or for the Leafeon. KOing the Slowbro. Crustal's doing what he can to survive. But it's not going to be enough there. Oh, never mind. There's a Unite move. Massive damage coming out on this Talonflame. Talonflame doing what it can to destroy the Crustal shields, and it's not going to be enough. Crustal grabs the KO. Pikachu brazenly comes in. The bravery on it. We have no Unite move on the Crustal. It is very low HP. It could go down as it goes right into the Overheat Serve. Not my idea tanking. You are a tank, but you are low HP. That is going to get you got. You gotta watch for those AoE moves like that. Otherwise, it's gonna put you at a disadvantage and stop your full push momentum right in its tracks. But Secret Tech is not slowing down. 246 points. We have scored another 70 points coming in here. And we are looking for Midnight Griefers to grab as many more as possible. But the Blaziken gets got by the Crustal Latios combo. Slowbro trying to get away, but oh, he is getting done in right there. Double KO for the side of Secret Tech. The Lucario securing the credit. Talonflame scoring 31 in the bottom lane there. That's going to put Midnight Griefers back into this match. 103 to 246 as we come and collapse again on Reg Ice. Reg Ice again, this is the second Reg Ice in the game. Not all that useful. It gives you a little bit of healing, but it's 90-second buff. And it is team-wide experience. That alone is usually worth going for these bottom Reggies first. But Crustal coming in, Talonflame diving on top of it. Nice little fly, but Xer is going to get it away. Will it be enough for the Crustal to get out of there? No. Leafeon collapses. Talonflame gets taken down one step at a time by the Leafeon. Blaziken do what it can to escape, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, wait! It might! Reverse KO on the Leafeon. It's going to escape, and it does. Makes it back to home pad with the Comfey. Never discount a Blaziken to count it down and out. What a huge reverse coming in, and that's huge experience coming from the Blaziken. It's now level 13 after KOing a level 13 Leafeon. Now we just need to get that Talonflame online, get that Pikachu going, and we're going to be cooking hard, folks. This might just be the swing that Midnight Griefers needed to come back into this game. Blissey is getting huge vision right now against Midnight Griefers. Rayquaza coming in 10 seconds. Again, 246 to 103. A single Hundo Burger from the side of Midnight Griefers will not put them in the lead. They know this now, and they need to make a play. Do they burn the Rayquaza? Do they go for a rip on the team? Do they wait for everybody? Do they get levels? All right, we have the engage here. Emerald two-step coming up, picking up the KO on the Slowbro. Leafeon chasing down the Blaziken, but it's solo against Blaziken Comfey. Is it going to be enough? It's not going to be enough, but it's not going to secure the KO. But Talonflame is going to go down. Secret Tech in a dominating position in this Ray Pit right now as we start the rip on the Rayquaza. The Great Green Dragon already down to a third of HP, a quarter, an eighth. It's gone. Lucario securing it. Secret Tech is going to take Rayquaza and possibly this first game. Midnight Griefers has to get on top of this. 49 points. This is the ideal overdunk right here. 98 points to 544 to 103. Pikachu comes in with a massive Unite. We have 1 minute and 5 seconds. 441 points are needed to tie this game. 442 points needed to secure the win. Midnight Griefers has 55 seconds to do this. They can get it done. They're collapsing on the Crustal, but no! The Talonflame goes down. The Crustal Unite. The Rubble Rouser rousing all kinds of chaos for the Griefers. Pikachu soon falls shortly after with 2 Griefers down. Will it be enough for them to be able to come back into this match? I believe the Midnight Griefers are done on game number 1. Well done, Secret Tech. My goodness. And Blissey with the final Hundo Burger. Just with that cheekiness, 962 to 163. Secret Tech is claiming this game as best as it can. With as many points as possible. Trying to break the 1,000 point barrier. Can we get those in? Oh, look at that. Another 42 and 18 points coming in. Emerald two-step just for the dub. That is a mean, mean Emerald two-step. Oh my goodness. Our teams... Oh, we hit the wrong button there. My apologies, gamers. All right. But yes, oh my gosh, look at this. 1,028 points and to 163. The Midnight Griefers really needed to come back into this game and try to hit into that Rayquaza pit. As you can see by the score, we were about even right up until about the... Oh, yeah, right up until about the 4-minute mark. And then we started seeing slow increases of pointage from Secret Tech until 6 minutes. And then we had the plateau right until Rayquaza. But yeah, we were just not able to get into a counter position, a counter score position. We weren't able to get a position inside the Rayquaza pit. So that is something Midnight Griefers is going to have to look at when they come back into game number 2. So we are going to update our scores here. Give us a moment. That's the right side. There's the left side. Secret Tech is on our left, so that is 1-0 for Secret Tech in our best of 5 tonight. All right, we have a ready check from the side of Secret Tech, but we do have a reset coming in for the side of Midnight Griefers. They said they'll be ready when he's back in. So as soon as that guy comes back into the lobby, we are good to go and getting ready to start this match. In the meantime, wow, again, what a game. Like, what are we going to do? Oh, we didn't switch sides. But let's take a quick look at the standings right now while we get a game loaded in. We do have a bit of a change coming in. You might see a lack of a certain hamsters on the leaderboard, as well as a certain lack of... You might see a certain lack of hamsters on the board here. They have Loon X coming in and taking their place. Hamsters, unfortunately, has dropped out. So we do have a bit of a name change. So we have Ashen Ones and Loon X ready to come in and start this. So we have the ready checks from both teams now. So we're going to come back in and we're going to get back into draft for game number 2. Our teams are flying. They're flying, they're eager, they're ready to go, and they want to get this done. Scheduling a game at 12:30 a.m. at night. And me mistaking it being like, that's PM, 9:30 EST. That's what that is. No, it was PST. They got me good, but we are here because we are dedicated. We want to get as many of these games as possible, and this is a game I wanted to see. Midnight Griefers has been practicing for this moment, and we want to see what their work is and how that has paid off. We have Charizard Suicune coming in again. Again, when you have a name like MC Charizard, you're never going to let that Charizard through. You know bro's got that gold badge. So we're not even going to allow that through because micro versus macro in some cases does outperform. Some cases. Don't take that as law. But we do have a Snorlax first pick versus the Latios Ho-Oh band for the Midnight Griefers. Latios was definitely a problem for the Griefers here. They're giving up their original Suicune pick, forcing Secret Tech to take it, while they are retaining Ho-Oh. And you know what? I had a bit of a paranoia because I'm like, wait, the draft prio was the same, but they said they were ready, and they never said that if they were taking priority or not. So, yeah, all right, I think we're still good. Nobody's pinged me. No one said, hey, hide, switch it up, hide. So I think we are good to go here. But we have Hoopa Leafeon. Ooh, I wonder if this is going to be a trick Hoopa or, more likely, the teleportation Hoopa. Going to be coming through with some nice hyperspace highways to allow us to pivot between the lanes. This is going to be a very annoying tech to deal with because this is going to be very annoying to deal with because just the movement speed, being able to move between lanes rather than rotating the normal way of basing or walking, you just get the portal up. That's going to be huge. So Midnight Griefers has got to be targeting those pads quickly, especially those front ones. But we have Blissey Blastoise. Nice. bulk core right there. Nice CC2 coming in from the Blastoise with that nice surf there. We have Buzzwole being able to swing everybody around like they're just nothing. Like they're nothing but a ragdoll. Absol coming in, looking for any sort of range damage or squishy mon that Secret Tech might bring in here. And it looks like we are going to be locking in Gardevoir. Oh, yeah. We have Leafeon Lucario on the side of Secret Tech, but Midnight Reaper says, you know what? We got this. Gardevoir is the way to go, and we're bringing it in. All right, and we have Raichu locked in for the side of Secret Tech. Raichu is a monster of a Pokemon. And let me tell you, Monkey is demon on many of these attackers. We've seen Inteleon, we've seen Miraidon, but we've not seen much of their Raichu. But we do know that their Raichu is capable of devastating things. So that is something they have to watch out for on the side of Secret Tech. But we are in our final 10 seconds here. Our teams are looking rather balanced here. We're looking for a nice, not early game, but we have more of a mid-game play here. We're a bit scaly, but for the side of Midnight Griefers, the side of Secret Tech is looking for full Snowball, which plays really well into their hyper-aggressive tendencies. They pressure the lanes, they pressure the lanes, they pressure the map, and they just pressure you all game long. They overwhelm you. And with action, so that you can't think too much because you're always in a fight, but they always have vision on you. And that's exactly what they're looking to be doing tonight again as they come through and grab vision on Midnight Griefers to be able to execute whatever dastardly plots Monkey might be plotting. We are having Blissey Buzzwole into the top side here, but we have a nice jungle split. We have a... Okay, listen, when I say jungle split, I usually mean like maybe one or two people split it up, you know? But we have a quad split. Snorlax coming in, grabbing that blue buff. Pikachu coming in, getting all that experience because Snorlax got the XP. So we're just trying to get online as quick as possible. But we're going to make sure that Hoopa gets the red buff here. This is going to allow it to have all of its basics to have slowing effects. And on Hoopa, that is devastating. Devastating. You do not want a red buffed Hoopa coming through. Oh, Leafeon with a massive KO on that Absol, but Buzzwole coming in with a revenge KO. Blissey saying, no, Lucario, you're going down, buddy boy. Blissey wants blood, and blood she got. Now we are looking for our level 4. We have too many points to score, but Raichu's now in the top lane here with the Hoopa, with the Leafeon, and Lucario lagging just a little behind. Looking for his level 5. Absol's already pulled out. The 850s are gone, and so is Absol. Back into the center lane to farm up those wild Pokemon. You gain experience from capturing them, and they capture them. They must. They need to stay ahead. They are the highest level Pokemon on the map right now. Leafeon just catching up. Leafeon gets its second move at 6, though, so Leafeon would have a bit of an advantage here. We're 13 seconds out from these mid-birds. We start to see Midnight Griefers come in with a nice positioning within the center path. Hoopa, massive hit from that Absol there. But the Leafeon Lucario dive was just too much for it to pick up. Snorlax with a nice engage there. Emerald two-step coming out because that comes in at level 8. 1, 2, wombo combo. Gardevoir's right here, juicy. Leafeon says, no, man, I'm good with the Quadra KO. Doesn't need the 5th right now. I'll pick that up later. Snorlax speaking of a pick-me-up, Snorlax going to take that portal back to the home pad, get some HP back. As it comes in for a nice engage to get vision for this Raichu to make those Electro Balls even deadlier. Absol's cleared farm to get up to a level 9 as quickly as possible. Got to catch those wild Pokemon, but Snorlax with no block in deep against Midnight Griefers. That's dangerous positioning right there. Buzzwole now level 7 has its second move. Going to be able to swing people down and smack them around. As we are now spawning into our first Reggies. Regieleki is in your top lane, and Midnight Griefers is aiming for that with the Absol Buzzwole, but Registeel, the most coveted Reggie of them all, is now available. Huge block engage from the Snorlax there. Leafeon comes in with a nice cleanup. You could see the moment the Snorlax dove in and blocked, Leafeon made a beeline for the 1-2 wombo combo and picking up the triple KO for the side of Midnight Griefers. That is going to be massive indeed. But the Griefers do get the Regieleki. They're going to crash it onto the pad, and they are going to get a lot of points in. That Blissey is healing once more. A lot of heals being able to come through here for the side of Midnight Griefers. Absol is going to not get KO'd by a Wild Farm as the Snorlax engages, kidnaps the Buzzwole. Buzzwole is able to superpower out, but still doesn't have its 9. No Unite move. Emerald 2-step once more. That's the second time we have seen it this match. Absol doing everything it can to chunk that Snorlax down. And chunk it did, but at what cost? Oh, the Leafeon's gone. Lucario's almost gone too. He's ready to go, but no, the Absol misses everything. Lucario is now back on top of the team with a fully cooled down extreme speed. But it's not going to be enough to come through, and he chooses to retreat. Probably smart. That's a lot of people to be on top of. They still had a lot of HP. Lucario's more of a finisher Pokemon rather than a monster of a sweeper. At least alone. If you have a little bit of support, like from a Snorlax or even a Hoopa, well, you're going to be able to do a lot of beautiful things. Oh, speaking of beautiful things, there goes the Lucario diving in. There's Bliss Unite coming out, picking up that Lucario. Lucario Unite coming in. Not going to be enough. Hoopa is going to try to save the Lucario, but Absol will secure the KO. Midnight Griefers now pushing this pad. 47 to 162. Super Swole Slam coming out. Hype. The Rings Unbound coming in. Hoopa is mad, and he's bringing his team. Knock out my Leafeon, will you? Well, Hoopa is coming through with on the path of revenge. That's 1. That's 2 for the Midnight Griefers that are taken down. We are going to have a 48 overcap here for the side of the Secret Tech. Now they're going to teach the Secret Tech to this Regieleki as they convert him to their cause. In the bottom lane here, we do have... Can I get to it? There we go. I could not get to a bottom guy, but we have the Reg Ice here. Snorlax doing what it can to be an annoying person as much as possible. Lucario, oh my gosh. 1, here's 2. There it is. Can Blastoise get it? No, Lucario's like, listen, I got what I wanted. I got 2 KOs. Blastoise, you're too bulky. I'm getting the heck out of here. See ya. And escape he does, allowing the Blastoise to reset on the goodwill of Lucario. But 211 to 143. Secret Tech not in as strong a lead as they had in the previous game. They now need to find a way to try to extend this lead within the next 40, 50 seconds or so. They don't need to do it, but it would put them in a more comfortable position. Midnight Griefers doing a much better job being able to capitalize on Secret Tech's overextension. Because we have seen this. They overextend a lot. There's the Emerald 2-step. Complete whiff and a miss. Leafeon getting caught out here. Absol not in position. That was dangerous. If Leafeon retracted those leaves, it was gone. Snorlax trying to kidnap the Blastoise. Just stop it from doing Blastoise things to protect the Absol while he's there. Nice Hydro Pump from the Blastoise here. Lucario scoring 50 in the back as the chase for Absol continues. Leafeon picking up the KO. Blastoise can only do so much as Secret Tech turns on Blastoise to knock the KO. Hydro Typhoon coming out. That's very, very late. Should have waited. Honestly, should have took the KO. I don't think you'll have your Unite move back, and that is a very crucial one to help set up Absol or Gardevoir or even Buzzwole with their Unite moves being able to lock in. So that Blastoise has a lot of farming to do to capture all of these wild Pokemon. Blissey's getting nice vision for Midnight Griefers. Not overextending too deep. Doing whatever it can to stay within vision range of Secret Tech, but not within range for them to be able to KO it very easily. Runs into an Electro Ball, though. Not very smart. But the Lucario is going to collapse on it, but no, we're 3 seconds out. Absol grabs the Regirock, but now Secretech knows who the Absol is and where it potentially is coming in from. Buzzwolf's hovering. There's the Snorlax. Gets pushed right into the wall and locked in. Raichu doing everything it can to start shredding it down and chip damage. Every hit counts. This Rayquaza fight could be breaking out at any moment here. Nice dive from the Lucario. Nice engage from the Snorlax, but that's not quite it. We're trying to bait in, but Raichu goes down. Huge Absol Unite coming through, but Lucario is the problem. He's doing everything he can to get on top of the Absol. His E-Speed is on cooldown. As another of Midnight Griefers falls. Buzzwolf this time. This is a 4-on-4 match. 261 to 201. Oh, the rings are bound comes out, but Leafeon is down. Luca might be back. Blastoise might be here. Snorlax is there. And Raichu is with the team, but will it be enough? We are currently in a 4v4 situation, but Buzzwolf's coming back with Unite move. That Super Swole Slam. Leafeon's still down. Snorlax goes down. The Hoopa is the next to fall, but the Raichu grabs the secure on the Absol, and now it's trying to do what it can to get onto the Rayquaza. Rayquaza vision is important. Lucario taking out another member of Midnight Griefers. Raichu securing the KO. Secretech being able to stall them out and rip down Midnight Griefers, securing the Great Green Dragon. We are going to game number 3 with Secretech into the match point position in this best of 5 Zygarde League match. Wow! Midnight Griefers almost had that. They were so close. But that Lucario, I almost feel like that Lucario alone deserves a ban. It's insane. It does so much. It shut them out 2 games in a row now. You can't let that come through, but what do you let through? When you ban the Ho-Oh, you're only, like, when you feel like you need to ban the Ho-Oh, you need to ban that Ho-Oh. You can't let it through, but you've got to pick it. Maybe put yourself in a first pick situation. Allow yourself to get it. That might be the way to go about this coming into game number 3. You got to do something. You got to pull the stops. You got to play a little riskier, because if you play too safe in a game where you're 2 points behind and you're about to lose, you got to do something. You got to do something. All right. But there we go. We do have confirmation from Satori that Midnight Griefers will be taking game number 3 in the draft priority position. So that is going to be fantastic. But let's take a look at these scores. Like, look how close this is. Look at the job Midnight Griefers did. 162 to 47 at 4 minutes. But then, boom, boom, 6 minutes comes. We're now 143 to 211. Boom, we're almost even at about the 7-minute mark. And then 8 minutes comes along. We are so close, but we're just not able to clutch it out. So that is going to be something that we need to take a look at. But we have our ready checks from here. Perfect. Well, let's get into our chatting screen. Let's make sure we have priority set to the right team. Perfect. And we are at the ready check, ready to go from Satori. Draft is in the right spot this time, because we are notorious for it not being there. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, hang on. We're going to have to go to a just chatting screen. Okay. So we're in the middle of a glitch right there, where basically what's happening is I'm hitting start, and we're loading up the game like it's ready to start, but then we're just not able to go into the game. It's just canceling the game. So I can't remember. Radis did come out with a fix for this. Toggle it onto custom, then to back. Okay. All right, we are back. We are ready to go. All right, I appreciate the patience there, chat. So one of the things that's going on here with the glitch is when we're in tournament mode, we're trying to boot it up, but it's just not going to let us go. So one of the players on Secret Tech, Radis, knows of a fix for this, where basically we move it from the draft to non-draft back to draft. But when it didn't save the settings of who's supposed to have priority pick. So what's that going to do for this? Well, our teams are just going to draft really crazy drafts, although we should see this. So I told them to draft crazy. We're going to reset and we're going to go through again. So, but that's going to allow us to do a few things. We can alter the points because we are in 2-0. It's not ideal because our guys do need to go through, but Vinny 256 and One He Broth, thank you for the follow. Super appreciate that. We love being able to get follows. We love trying to grow the community here. The dream is honestly that Rai and Hoopa were on fire, but let me choose after the picks. Yeah, I feel that. Thoob. I feel that. All right, here we go. We're going to be wasting a lot of time. What are these picks? I love it. Can we imagine a full game played with this? Venusaur, Config, Gradient, Scizor with Latias. And we have the Psyduck, Sableye, Wigglytuff, Phalanx, and Cramorant. Woo! Could you imagine if these were actual... This is Worlds level team. Could you imagine if this was played at Worlds? I would die laughing. Because this is not only like a goofy comp, but it would just be such a fun match, wouldn't it? I mean, what is your win con? What are you guys doing? Like, it would be so cool. It would be so cool. I personally would love this. But we are in the admin slot. We have the powers, and once we're loaded through, we are going to be able to reset this game and send our players back into the draft for a proper draft, which they deserve. Because let me tell you, I've done this before. I said we messed it up before. We'd probably do it again. Although, again, Goal Getter, Sableye, ugh. It's one of those things. It's like, I really want to see how this match would play out. So do I really want to reset it? But yes, of course, we have to reset it. But really? Do I have to? Do I have to reset it? I really don't want to reset it. But we gotta do it. Yeah, we gotta do it. Yep, end the battle right here, right now. And away we go. All right. So we're gonna quickly get back into the lobby. We're gonna quickly get back to lobby here. And then we're gonna swap the priority pick to the proper team who asked for it. Because we're just good gentlemen that way. Saving it. Perfect. It's on the bottom. Now we're going to ask our teams for... Crazy game. All right. Perfect. We have one ready. I assume Secret Tech's ready, but I want to make sure we're not just going to jump in and surprise them. We might get a faster response out of them in the in-game chat, so we'll just do a quick R here. I just want to make sure Secret Tech, again, we're not going to jump scare them or anything like that. Be like, oh shit, we're starting. Go. All right, here we go. Game number 3 between Secret Tech and the Midnight... All right, so I think what we're experiencing here is a bug involving the draft priority. So it's not letting us start, but it's reset the setting to the default, which is the top side. So I think what we got to do is we're going to swap. We're ready. We're gone. We're good. I think that's all the right players. Perfect. We got the ready checks. We're going. All right. Our guys are impatient. And again, I really appreciate the patience from our players. Again, I know some of you are on time constraints and sometimes stuff happens. But again, we really appreciate the patience with the staff when we do this, especially me. Because, you know, I'm learning everything, so I really appreciate the love and the patience and everything like that. But, again, we have Charizard being banned out against the Midnight Griefers. Will the Midnight Griefers ever get Charizard into this league? We'll never know. We'll never know. Maybe we haven't seen them have it on broadcast yet, but that could change. That could change. But Blissey coming in with another ban there. That is going to leave some nice bans up with... Oh, guys, Ho-Oh's up. We're banning out Leafeon. We're banning out Suicune. Latios is up. They get... Sartori locks into Latios. But, yes! Nenefee, Tokyo is going to lock in that Ho-Oh. Come on, I just hyped you up. Oh, that's Snorlax. Oh, Kyo locks in the Ho-Oh. And here comes Tokyo. With Tokyo locking in the Snorlax. Double tank. 2 power picks right off the bat. They have a nice core. Now Midnight Griefers is forced to pick away something, is forced into revealing some things that they might not want to. Although they could just go Defender and Supporter onto this one. But they want that Buzzwole Slowbro combo. They really want this. They can you know what? They locked in 2 tanks. They're probably not going to take a Supporter. They've only banned the Blissey. We'll have the pick of the litter. And I think that's exactly what they're banging on. We have hovering over Zacian. Zacian's been very strong into the side of Secret Tech here. But why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Lucario, well, he ain't broke. So why swap it out now? It has been doing so good. And sure, Buzzwole might be able to swing it around like a ragdoll. But the key to that is Buzzwole's got to catch it. Buzzwole has to catch Lucario. And that's not happening anytime soon. But when Rhydon's coming in into a tank core, you can kind of see how that is. And it's Monkey as the last pick for the side of Secret Tech, so you know he's got Demonic Miraidon. You gotta put him on something weaker. Even if it's a Gardevoir, even if it's the Raichu, you can't give him one of his strongest mons in the Miraidon. So you know this is a bit of a targeted pick. Whether or not the Griefers wanted Miraidon or not, you know they were definitely a little bit fearful that Secret Tech was going to bring it in. But we are going to lock in Slowbro as well. Slowbro, Mamoswine. We already knew Slowbro was in. But Mamoswine coming in here. That's going to be some powerful bulk here as well. Latios and Miraidon are going to be dropping Dracos like nobody's business. Pardon me, a little bit of a yawn. I am talking a lot, which means the yawning's coming out a whole lot more. All right, but game number 3 in this best of 5 set. We have Secret Tech in a match point position to clear this 3-0. That is going to be a bit of a long... That is going to maintain Secret Tech's perfect record right now within the Zygarde League. Midnight Griefers is looking to dismantle that tonight with a sort of win. They have to, if they have any shot at coming back in this, they have to come back and win 3 games straight against an undefeated team. No one, not just in sets, but in games. Nobody's even been able to take a game off of Secret Tech before. But look at this. Look at all these jungle splits. Secret Tech is afraid of invades. They are like Mamoswine. They're like, hey, Hoopa, Snorlax, y'all are coming with me. Latios is going for the full clear, and Mamoswine is here to ensure that his president gets his full clear. As you see, and as soon as he realizes there is no invade, he's going for a triple into the bot lane. Midnight Griefers doing everything they can. They are terrified of an invade from the side of Secret Tech. Oh, right, because they swapped sides. We didn't exactly swap the names. Oh, my goodness. Hang on. We got to get you guys covered. The Midnight Griefers. Boom. With Secret Tech. Boom. Look at that. Professional streaming. 2. Oh, well, thank you for the follow there. I will go over all of that at the end of this game. We are trying to get through as many as possible, as quickly as possible, because everything is late for everybody. So we do appreciate the patience, and I appreciate the lack of casting during this time as we situate this coming out. But this bot lane is being absolutely demolished by Midnight Griefers. They may have had a few points to 9 points taken off on them right here on the front here, but level 5, we got Piloswine already online. We got Miraidon already level 5. We are now angling for these middle birds that spawn at 8 minutes. Dodrio in the jungle being into the center path here on the side of Griefers, being a nuisance and a headache for our teams. Being able to secure any sort of farm to try to keep them behind. But Latios is here. It's ready for a team fight. It wants those stacks up. Every hit, every move, every wild Pokemon KO. But they know where the Latios is. They burn it down with a Psyshock Sky Attack combo. When you're looking behind your back, when you're looking in front, you aren't looking up. And that is where Ho-Oh gets you. But Secret Tech is all up in this top lane with Dodrio defending the bot pad. It is a 4v3 scenario. Oh, Slowbro's down. There it is. The tank is gone. They are now pushing this front pad. Nice eject combo from the Snorlax here. Huge points now raining in for Secret Tech. 99-8. We haven't quite reached the triple digits yet. Disappointing to Secret Tech. I know you could have gotten a triple digit number there, but that's okay. We won't judge you too harshly. As Gardevoir now pivots to take out this Regieleki, which it's going to rip solo. Gardevoir, the solo ripper? Interesting. As Midnight Griefers collapses onto this Registeel with Dodrio angling for a steal. There it is. Comes through. Try attack for the steal. Dodrio jump kicks away. They're not going to be able to defend the pad by themselves, but that's A-okay because they have the Snorlax as their pal. The collapsing on the Mamoswine and takes out poor little Piloswine. As in the top lane here, we get massive points as Regieleki goes in. 40 from the Gardevoir, 7 from Lucario, and of course we are at 202 to 8. Listen, we have not only eclipsed triple digits, but we've doubled where we started in triple digits. Meanwhile, Midnight Griefers being like, listen, man, triples, we haven't even hit the double digits yet. But that's okay. It's not going to dissuade them. They're going to be coming in full force into this bottom lane here, grabbing as much of this wild Pokemon captures as they can. Buzzwole ticks into its Super Swole Slam. Or its Unite move. Miraidon with Unite. Buzzwole with Unite. Latios with Unite. We have 3 Unite moves for the side of the Griefers, but Ho-Oh does have Unite. Dodrio and Lucario also do. Super Swole Slam coming in on the Dodrio. Not going to be enough. Dodrio gets away. Lucario picking up a KO on the Buzzwole as he E-speeds around, dashing all the way to the home pad through Midnight Griefers. We have the Slowbro getting picked up with a nice, huge double knockout for the Dodrio, but the Secret Tech is not done. They pick up the Latios. They're going to pick up the Mamoswine. They're going to score points. 18-40-40 for 286 to 8. They are going to get massive points in here. Huge scores here, furthering their lead. 319 to 8. Midnight Griefers may have picked the midnight time slot, but let me tell you, they are sleeping on the job right now. They are fallen behind. They need to come up. They need to wake up. They need to get back into this match. And here we go. This could be their opportunity. We have Regis Steele coming in. That is a beautiful gift. 21 points coming in. Finally hitting the double digits. Slowbro Unite on the holo, taking it down. No more revivals for at least 12 seconds. Huge Gardevoir Unite coming in, picking up the Slowbro. Mamoswine Unite coming in, though. Oh, but the Lucario collapses, picks up the Latios. We're going to stop the rip on the Regis Steele because we're not going to be able to do it, even though Secret Tech was like, nah, we don't need that. Gardevoir, huge knockout on that Miraidon. Miraidon was trying to do anything it could, but we are going to get a nice objective secure for the side of Secret Tech on the Lecky. Not good to have a Lecky barreling down your lane, going straight to your home pad, but with the amount of time left from when it was taken, another one will either not spawn or not be able to be grabbed and secured before it disappears at 2 minutes. Dodrio's going to pick up the final Reggie of the match, Regis Steele, for the side of Secret Tech. Secret Tech is now pushing onto this tier 2 pad. Nice engages from the Dodrio and the Snorlax. Latios is like, man, I thought you didn't have divers, or Dodrio was your only one. What's going on here? I'm getting dove on by a Snorlax, a Dodrio, and a Lucario. Sometimes a Ho-Oh. There's so many dive options for Latios right now as we are getting zoned out from Secret Tech. Secret Tech now has to pull back. But they're like, no, we don't have to pull back. We're choosing to. Tactical retreat, my friend. Baiting in the Slowbro, grabbing the knockout. Baiting in the Buzzwole, grabbing a second knockout. Beautiful synergy from the side of Secret Tech at 319 to 29. We are 45 seconds away from Rayquaza. We have a power position from Secret Tech within the Rayquaza pit. Bulky Pokemon taking a vision position into this Rayquaza pit, allowing them to figure out where it is they want to set up and collapse a whole lot easier. Buzzwole parking itself into the top L bush for the side of Midnight Griefers, making sure that nothing's going to happen, but it is away from the action. The action is about to start. Our teams are gathered. Any sort of this powder keg is about to explode with the tension that is building up here. Midnight Griefers knows they need this. They've only scored 29 points. They need it. They need the Rayquaza. They need a good fight here. Latios Unite coming in, hitting the Snorlax, doing absolutely no damage, chunking away the shield. Oh, Gardevoir Unite picking up the Mamoswine. Lucario goes in, gets KO'd. That's huge for Midnight Griefers, but Slowbro's down with the front lines, with the frontline tanks down. What are they going to be able to do? The Ho-Oh has Unite, but is able to frontline and body block for the Gardevoir as the Latios goes down, and Ho-Oh Unite brings Lucario back. Slowbro's the only one that's up. Mamoswine doing everything it can. Here's the Earthquake. We're ready for the Unite move. You gotta go now, Mamoswine. You gotta go now. It's low. It's gone. You gotta do something. It's taken. Secret Tech kicks Rayquaza, the third and possibly final one. 1 and 2 of Midnight Griefers are down as points start to rain in. 52 from that Lucario, putting it at 371. We're going to see a Hundo Burger come in here, possibly. Exactly. Hundo Burger coming in here. Another Hundo Burger over there. We got 34 points from the Dodrio. Another 34 points from the Dodrio. Hundo Burger from the Slowbro. 30 points from the Gardevoir. Oh, no, that was another 30 from the Ho-Oh. Never mind. We're getting the calls wrong there, but that's okay. We're at 701 to 107. Secret Tech is going to take game number 3 into this best of 5 set for Zygarde League Week 5. Oh, my goodness. Well done to both teams. Midnight Griefers had a really well-fought team coming into games 1 and 2. They knew what they needed to do against Secret Tech. They executed on some of their plays there, but they just weren't able to pull it off. Secret Tech just knows what those Secret Techs are as more points rain in. 14 from the Snorlax. Can we get the 74 from the Gardevoir? We do indeed get that 74 from Gardy. Secret Tech just hasn't all the power, and they remain undefeated within the Zygarde League. But that is a-okay. We're going to have another Zygarde League match coming up in the next couple of days here. I believe the next one is Thanks Gaming versus LX. Ooh. Unless, no, that was a while ago. Oh, yeah, that one's a while ago. So the other one coming up is, Shiggy Wiggy versus Arson. That'll be a good one. That's going to be taking place tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. EST. So that's going to be huge coming in for the side for the next Zygarde League match. Teams have to schedule all of their matches this week for Week 5 as we are only a few days away from August 25th, which is going to be the start for Week 6. We had 2-week extension, a 1-week delay for the Worlds there, but that is now over. So our teams are now going to have to get into that. But let's take a look at the pacing of the scoring. Again, like from the 2:15 mark, it looks like 2:15 there is when the last time we were even. 2:30 onwards, oh my goodness. Oh, so that means about 8:30 onwards here. Our Secret Tech just took off with the points, zoning out Midnight Griefer, stopping them from being able to get into any sort of position. But oh my goodness. All right, now let's get into our standings. You know what? Let's take a quick look at all the follows we gained tonight, because we did gain a bunch. Kaya Knight, thank you for the follow. We have now reached our goal, 140 followers. Let's go! Woohoo! Oh man, that's huge. Thank you, guys. Now we're on the road to 150 as we try to get this done. Vinny again, 256. The dream is thee. Thank you very much. The One He Broth, again, thank you for the follow. Again, guys, we appreciate the love and support. The more follows we get, the more we're able to bring you more games, the more we're able to advertise our games to you from the Zygarde League. Speaking of, if you are interested in joining the Zygarde League, we are looking for possibly new teams. If you would like to participate, we have a wait list coming on. So get on in here. Put your name in the wait list. Get your name in the wait list here and come on in. We do have a whole lot, but again, as we come through, let's get to these standings. The standings are what's important. So here we go. We have Thanks Gaming and now Secret Tech up in first position with 5 wins each, 15 games won across the weeks with 0 sets lost and 0 games dropped. These teams are going head to head in Week 9. It's almost like we need to put a bounty against one of these teams to see who can take the first game before they fight each other. Oh, that's only 4 weeks away. Week 6, Week 7, Week 8. That's only 3 more weeks to go through before we hit week number 4. Before we hit our Thanks Gaming Secret Tech game. Kedic and Arson. Kedic now taking that 3rd position back from Arson. But Arson, it's only because Arson hasn't played their Week 5 game yet. Kedic did it incredibly early, and they had a very dominating performance. But Arson, well, actually, I say dominating, but they almost dropped it. Like, no sweat. Oh, my goodness. The 2 teams there between Kedic and I think it was no sweat. It was either no sweat or EX trainers. No, it wasn't. I can't remember their opponent. That was like 2 weeks ago now. Why can't I remember? That's crazy. But Kedic's opponent, you know what? We have the matchups. Let's break for a little bit. Who did Kedic fight? Kedic did fight No Sweat. All right. Hyde does know what he's talking about, but Kedic fought No Sweat, and my gosh, No Sweat almost took it back. Kedic was ready to take match point, and No Sweat was like, boom, boom, take 2 hits. We're going to get back in here and put ourselves in the match point and make that game number 5 something of a match. We barely get game 5s, but we never get game 5s with Secret Tech or Thanks Gaming. But we do have followed up with Tempo and EX Trainers. EX Trainers used to be in our bottom 4. Look how far they've come. They went from 9th place, 10th place, all the way up to 6th place. That's insane. Look at that climb. So many teams dropped, and so many teams were just not able to keep up. Tempo holding on to 5th place as they move up, but Shiggy Wiggy dropping their week 4 match, which puts them into 7th place. But again, Shiggy Wiggy hasn't played their week 5 yet, so we'll know exactly where they're standing within the Zygarde League after their match tomorrow against Arson. Mew World Order is sitting just above the bottom 4 here with a 2-3 set. With a 2-3 set ratio here. They're sitting in 8th place, but that's still not bottom 4. You just need to be top 8 to make it to the playoffs. But when we come into our bottom 4 here, we have Midnight Griefers, who were at the bottom of the pack and now sitting at the top. They're tasting it. They know it's right there. They're salivating. It's right there, 8th place. They got to get out of the bottom 4, and they know exactly how they're going to do it. It's going to be in the following week. Watch, Midnight Griefers going to be out of your bottom 4 here. They're hungry for it. They're ready to take it. But we have No Sweat dropping into 11th place now with 0 sets won, 5 sets lost. But they do have 7 games across all of their matches so far. No Sweat does need to look for their first set win. But as you can see, again, we don't have Team Meow and we don't have Hamsters. We did have 2 team dropouts, in case you forgot there. So these teams are being replaced. Team Meow was replaced with the Ashen Ones, taking on their record of 0-4, being able to, or 0-3. Ashen Ones then comes in and needs to take on their week 4 match with the Midnight Griefers, which is where Midnight Griefers got their first set win. Midnight Griefers got the Ashen Ones and pulled them and put them back and kept them back in the last place. But Loon X is now also coming in to replace the Midnight Griefers. Their first game in the Zygarde series, though, was, unfortunately for them, against the Thanks Gaming Demons themselves. And considering that they haven't dropped the game, I think we know how all that went. But that doesn't mean they're down and out. They're sitting in 10th place, taking on Hamster's record of 1-3. So they still have another match to play out to get that record up to 5 games total. So that's going to be interesting how that's going to be played out and done. And we see where the standings are once they are all fully updated with them. But guys, this has been your Zygarde League Week 5. We are almost done. It's almost the end. We're almost to Week 6, and we're almost to new matchups. So stay tuned because, my gosh, we got more coming to you. Where IMAX is going to be streaming tomorrow's game over on his YouTube channel. So drop a like, give him a follow on his channel, whatnot. Come out and show support for Shiggy Wiggy and Arson, because let me tell you, they're not going to disappoint. But that is all we've got for you tonight. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys again real soon. Later!